Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Pisces for the month of June. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or it may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. But if not, then simply check back with me in the following week when I put out new messages for your sign. Let's begin. Eight of Swords and the Prince of Wands here in the central issue. So the Prince of Wands can be movement. It could be about making a move. You could be thinking of this, or you could be waiting on someone to make a move. It can speak to things in the spur of the moment. Let me see. Jumping in possibly without thinking. This Prince of Wands energy can come out of nowhere. This person as a person, this card as a person, they have the capability to just draw you in with just a look. Whatever they're bringing, it is something you're craving, but yet with this Eight of Swords, it's also something you fear. This person has a very magnetic charm and can create a very magical feeling and make you feel desired. The challenge here and what you fear is being able to keep this person or to keep their attention. So you're looking back at what you've lost. So clearly you did lose this person, and either you are thinking of reaching out to this person, making a move, or you're waiting for them to make a move towards you, or you're certainly hoping that they will. The battle is over and you're looking towards the future. You may have a lack of direction at this point because you don't know where this particular situation is going yet. Is it like really over, or, is there still a chance here? Because here we have the moon in reverse, and we have this card of hope in the Seven of Swords. In this deck, it is a card of hope, to revive something, to bring it back from the dead, indicated by the mausoleum here. Now, excuse me, in this particular deck, because every deck speak differently, this one here, when the moon is reversed, indicates again a lot of anxiety, a lot of negative thinking, the imagination working overtime, and we see that here in this central issue. It seems to be a very, they're really pointing out the way you think, okay? It really needs to be brought out and looked at and addressed. So, Page of Love is here. Either you're thinking of sending this message, or are waiting to receive a message. This can speak to secret affairs. It can also speak to secret messages and also secret feelings. Okay, feelings that have been kept hidden, that have been kept buried. You have the Six of Wisdom and the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands, it can be Okay, it can be asking you, again, I got to go back to these messages, to be aware of how you communicate, because that's what this seems to be building up to, because that can change everything here. So it is very important that you look at it. And if you're afraid, you need to go, or you need to ask yourself why. You need to go to the root of why you're afraid about a specific thing or a specific outcome. Because it greatly affects your future. So it needs to be looked at now. The way you think could be causing a lot of dark thoughts. There's a lot of negative thinking, and which can bring about arguments. So that's either your energy or it is their energy. Okay, so this can be vice versa. Here we have the Melormantam, which is about truth. It is about consequences for the decisions we make and for our actions. So you could be looking into that emotionally. You could, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, because here we have the emotion, here we have logic with justice, and here we have logic again with justice. So maybe this is the consequence of taking a decision or an action based on emotion. Somebody who is very emotional. And there were consequences for that. So again, Spirit asks that you become aware of how you think and how you communicate it. And because there's a very important reunion in your future, and this needs to be addressed before you get there. This has to do with your future happiness. Because if you don't address it, you can live on repeat in this cycle of always, it's like a negative thought pattern, you see. This could require a lot of strength. You are facing a challenge, and that challenge is going to be to be careful how you think. See, it's coming with the Nine of Swords and the Tower. So how you think and how you communicate is greatly going to affect this reunion that I see coming up in your future. Yeah. So this you would need to ask yourself: is this like is this a recurring pattern of anxiety that you get? And do your current circumstances really validate your fears? I feel you do have this reunion coming up with someone from your past. It's here, you see. Communication, reunion, someone from your past. You see the spirits behind here. They are guiding you, and I feel the presence here. This is really important that they're pointing this out to you. Okay, do not let this escalate. You have the Nine of Swords again. There's a lot of fear-based thinking going on here. Yes, yes, some of these fears could be valid. because there were a lot of issues in this relationship. But a lot of it has been taken out of proportion or blown out of proportion. Overthinking things. What happens is you have facts, just you have some of this fact, you know this, you know this, you know this, but you're missing a lot of the in between. And so the imagination steps up and provides this information, but it's not a fact. It's the imagination, and so but it's believable, and then so it takes everything out of proportion. Everything blows up, and conflict erupts. So this person is looking at a new opportunity, possibly a very emotional decision is to be made here, and will be taken most likely at this reunion. This reunion is a turning point for you. And it's like you can be you or they, okay? Like I'm saying you, but I mean it could be them. You could be your own worst enemy here. A shift in perception is needed, because a lot of what you are thinking and fearing has been it's like in the imagination, and there's no facts to support it. In other words, and this is only going to keep you from your happiness. You see, right now you're on this time apart, but you have this a reunion coming up here. Communication about a reunion from this person from your past is what these cards are saying here. And as you're approaching this, it's like the fears escalate. They're going from the 8 to the 9. And sorry, my little dogs are sleeping over here, and one is snoring. I'm not sure if the mic is picking that up, but I do apologize. Anyway, so you have this meeting coming up. This person is extending the olive branch. They don't want this fight anymore. They don't want to fight anymore. This person loves you, okay? And you will have a choice to make, and you're very, very afraid. All these cups before you are your options for the future, and this is one of them. And this is a very good one. So don't let your fear, sabotage this. Don't let it keep you from your happiness. The Tower brings in abrupt change. Sudden, unexpected event that will change things in a big way. It's like a wake-up call. It can be at this... let's say it could be for you. It's like a sudden dramatic release of tension. Which leads to a very deep transformation. I feel this will be taking place in your beginning within, so your internal world, which ultimately will affect your external world. The Tower's impact doesn't always have to be negative. It's but a warning that something unexpected, big or small, is on the way. The lightning bolt can hit with an uplifting revelation or with tremendous destruction. The lesson, ultimately, is how well you handle emotional and spiritual upheavals. The Tower is the ultimate wake-up call. Anything built on a false foundation is exposed and destroyed, and that includes your thinking. So, be truthful and lead with compassion, and check your impulse to act out of emotion, and they would like to emphasize that for you. Get to the root issues of what's troubling you or indeed the relationship. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to you.